Israel is expected to begin its annexation of the West Bank, illegal under international law, in violation of the Oslo and Camp David Accords, and just obviously morally repugnant, within days. It's apartheid in slow motion, and if you hear it described as otherwise, I would question whoever you're getting your source, your news from. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has given a July 1st deadline to announce his plans for annexation. He thus far has passed that deadline without releasing those plans, which is a good thing. Even Trump hasn't supported this artificial deadline that Netanyahu put forth publicly because, I don't know, it's again, very clearly illegal under international law. Not that Trump cares about it. Maybe he's just distracted with other things, but it's so blatant and brazen that maybe even Trump is seeing zero political capital in publicly signaling support for it. So Israel's alternative prime minister, whatever, Benny Gantz, aka the opposition leader who bent the knee to Netanyahu, had signaled that they'd wait to illegally annex Palestine until after the coronavirus pandemic. But Netanyahu said, no, I don't really see that as a reason for me to stop my imperialism. I want to do it anyway. Again, we've passed the July 1st deadline. The plan has yet to be announced, but it could be happening anyway, so we have to all be on high alert. There's tension in the air, anxiety, understandably, from the Palestinian people who have been subjugated by this right-wing administration in particular in Israel. Clean water's scarce in Palestine, food, healthcare, resources. It's an occupied territory. And it's really sad because the United States could leverage the arms that we provide them, the money that we provide them, in order for them to treat Palestine with humanity, to recognize international law, to recognize Palestine. But we choose not to do so. Part of why this particular annexation is so destructive is that it would include parts of the Jordan Valley, which would really demolish farming for Palestinians, as it's known as the bread basket for Palestine, where a lot of fertile land exists and there's a lot of commerce that goes on there. But that process is honestly already underway, which is what's so depressing about it. Over the past few years, this is from Al Jazeera, Palestinian and Israeli NGOs have reported an increase in the construction of settlements in the occupied West Bank and Jewish settler-only roads that connect them with Israel. The structures have further carved up Palestinian territories and added to the disjointed nature of cities, villages, and towns. Israel has already taken practical steps to annex the areas included in the plan, with the Jewish state allegedly building 3 new settlements in recent months, two near Nablus and another near Hebron. Still, many Palestinians believe the plan is only a formality, and a de facto Israeli occupation of their land has already been underway for many years, which is what I alluded to. Israel's annexation plan has been in process since 1967, said Salah Khawaja, coordinator for an anti-occupation campaign called the Popular Committee to Resist the Wall and the Settlements. Israel has been building settlements and the wall, and so annexation has been going on for a long time, he added, as he stood among a crowd of demonstrators. Although the plan does not aim to annex occupied East Jerusalem, which the Palestinian Authority sees as the capital of a future Palestinian state, the international community, including the United Nations and the European Union, have said it threatens to sabotage any peace agreement or two-state solution to the Arab-Israeli conflict. And here, this quote really got to me. The plan will be a final nail in the coffin. It will end any chance for a future Palestinian state and our right to self-determination, said Asaf. It will also restrict Palestinian lives in a way like never before, making it impossible for us to build our lives or dream for the future. Making it impossible to build their lives and dream for the future. That's the reality of Israeli occupation in the West Bank and Gaza and Palestine. An inability to respect sovereignty, the culture, the lives of the Palestinian people. And Netanyahu, for right now, his slow motion apartheid is on pause. But if we look away, he'll be at it again, because that's who he is.